Welcome! We've saved you the warmest seat by the fire.
Alright, hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to our weekly Hearthstone Tavern Brawls, and we have nerfs! Nerfs! Theotar the Mad Duke. Discover a card in each player's hand and swap them. So I guess they figured the that effect was a little too strong, they made it more expensive. The biggest stats doesn't really matter, like you play that card for the effect, right? 4 mana 4/5, whenever you cast a frost spell, gain +1/+1. I don't know what that was before. Only 2? They only changed 2 cards. Alright, let's go ahead and try and play 3 games of Warlock. And use hero power apparently. Oh, what's this? Starts in 5 days! Alright, next week we're gonna have a new event. Let's continue to be in the Lich King waiting room. Warlock, right? The Lich King expansion is coming out in 5 days, right? Alright, so next week we're gonna, I think next week we're gonna get a new expansion. How much gold do I have? I should check.
Nemzi versus Arana!
I am determined to win this.
Let's have some fun!
Corruption not that useful. I have to use the hero power. So I need to win 1 game, and I need to use hero power. Maybe I just use hero power every turn. This is from your opponent's class? Alright.
Buying or selling?
That's a good one. 1 damage to a random minion, repeat for each card in your hand.
Enough time.
That's kind of good, I think, because in a brawl like this, you don't really have. It's not easy to find big removals. It's possible, of course, but it's not easy to find big removals. Both players draw until they have 5 cards. I'll coin this out next turn, I think.
Please don't burst my bubble.
You will regret imprisoning me.
Both players draw until they have 5 cards. This does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, doesn't kill everything. Oh no, I can hero power and then play that 6. She's probably gonna play more minions though, so... Hey Hava. No deck building today. The brawl is safe to play.
These stones shall break your bones.
Not enough time.
What should I do here? Next turn it's gonna... Oh, impressive. I'm gonna take 4 damage from that guy though. And then after that we have a 10-6 on the board. How was this? Took me 3 games to get a win. Was watching the World Cup at the same time. Didn't feel so too bad. I don't...
So sweet.
Oh wow. Wait, why did she play into this? I don't follow sports at all. Anything to report on the World Cup, however? How is this Canadera out? Hmm. That doesn't do anything for me right now. Let me play... Well, let me see what I have first. I could probably use Lifesteal. Demon... Wait a minute, it's a Demon Pirate. Wait a minute. They've changed the cards to these multiple classes. How is this England are strong, still in? United States still in too. New Zealand weren't in at all. Yeah, no, New Zealand's not really a soccer country. Wild. Lifesteal to 2. I want to keep this guy alive. Does that do what I think it does? Hold on, let me see what I get out of this. Oh. Wait, that doesn't help though, does it? Does it? Maybe it does. It does help. Let's see what... Does that do what I think it does? It does.
You want my respect?
How is this? I think the World Cup is the only sport I ever watch. I think its rarity makes it more interesting. She's getting really good minions. Although a few more lifesteal things and I think I'm good. It's not really the hero we need. If you've cast a Fel spell while holding this... Crap. I need a 1 mana Fel spell? Nope. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? This is awkward.
Happy in the pit is churning.
Crap.
Happy in the pit is churning.
Wow. She got much better cards than I did. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I didn't find lifesteal. I mean, didn't find lifesteal that I could use out of those. Oh, Death Knights. To play as a Death Knight, you need to complete their prologue first. Is that out? Is the prologue out? I don't think it is, right? Hold on. Where? What prologue? I don't think it's much of the Lich King coming
Join
soon in
me
6
on
days.
the path of the Death Knight. Learn to wield this gift and discover where my power truly comes from.
Alright, 6 days. I mean, soccer is one of the few games that's like really, really international.
Know the true essence of fear.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, he's a warlock too. I mean, New Zealand is big on rugby and cricket, but like not as many countries play. I could use a removal. This is probably not that useful.
This was not in my contract.
Almost out of time.
Swap the cost and attack of all minions in your deck. There's no minions in my deck. I can just use this. Because it's likely to be 3
No, no, no!
3 hallucinations.
Bare your soul to me.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Not hallucinations. Well, that sucked. Random demon?
Job's done.
Friendly imp. Transform into a copy of it. I mean, that's a... Is it an imp or is it not an imp? Does imp have to, like, does it have to say imp on the name, in the name, or is, like, because he's an imp. But it doesn't say imp anywhere on the card. Transform into a copy of it. I want to get a an enormous imp, right?
Almost out of time.
Abyssal curses. How many abyssal curses can I get? See, those aren't imps, right? Let's get the biggest dude. Those are also not imps.
I'll be keeping
Job done.
Oh, cool. Look at the size of that thing. Wild. I think I just put this down.
It's mine!
And not worry about the 7/7. Is that guy a demon? He is. Does this thing get a yellow outline when there's an imp on the board? This puts it on the bottom? No. Puts it randomly into the deck. Cool. But it leaves the 4/1. None of those are any good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do that.
It's mine!
Like, it's gonna put one of these out, but they're only one attack, so it's not good at all.
Pitiful mortal!
If I can find a big demon here, I can play the two small ones. And then cheat out the big one. Fascinating. But maybe not what I want to do right now. No, I want to do it. I want to do it.
It's mine!
Oh, permanently stealth. It's a 5/5? 6/5.
Screams.
Wait. But now this doesn't heal him.
I have eternity.
You get accustomed to the smell.
6, 10 damage on board. He didn't have 2 minions. You don't have any minions to draw, buddy. This is not lethal. None of those are any good.
My hatred.
Alright. One house left on him. Can he possibly do 12 damage to me and get past taunt? No, he can't. Alright, so one more game of Warlock. I have 5,000... oh, it's behind my face. I have 5,480 gold saved up. I think the expansion is coming out next week, Harbour. So, I have enough gold for 54 packs. I guess like 55 by the end of today, right?
Nemzi versus Jaina.
Probably more actually by this week.
Let's have some fun.
Chamba could give all Murlocs in your hand +1/+1. Yeah, no, we're not gonna have Murlocs.
Warm greetings to you.
Hiya, friend.
Wow. Straight up snowman. Elemental beast. They've put in multiple minion types. Take damage from your cards to upgrade. So I'm not gonna be able to take damage from mage cards. Question is, do I just like use this next turn, get rid of the snowman? Really?
Guys, I can't move.
Really? Let me spend 8 mana on spells, alright. Alright, we got a couple of removals. We have removal, removal, removal. Lifesteal. This is spell damage too. Okay, this is great actually. Yeah, that's really good. Remnant with stats equal to the excess damage. Bomb that guy first of all. Sunken Sweeper at the bottom, I mean... We're not likely to dredge. Discover a dragon. Probably the cheaper one.
We're back online!
Right. So this is 5, 4 and 4, 10. This is a 5-7. I mean, she's getting great demons, and I'm getting great removals. That's not gonna do anything. Is she gonna attack? She's not gonna attack, right? Give the leftmost minion in your hand +2/+2. Leftmost minion would be this. Oh, I can straight up remove.
I've suffered long enough. It's your turn now.
Very interesting. So I need to get rid of it. Let's see what I get out of this. Huh. No, I need to get... We've removed everything so far, but I'm running out of removals. And she's running out of cards. Discover 2 Warlock cards. Don't really want to do that right now. Oh, that's great. Yeah, this is great. Summon a demon. I'm not gonna get that many demons. This is also great. Which of my things have died so far? Let me hold on to that. Like a 6/6 dragon, the dragon that discovers another dragon, and then oh yeah.
I did a ditch class to get second place.
That's not gonna do anything.
Make it double. You win this one.
Alright, she's had enough.
Oh, well played.
I mean, I haven't won yet. but she's had enough of the randomness. Alright, I need to use my hero power 14 more times. Guess I'm gonna play Battlegrounds. This says 5 days, but the expansion is 6 days. We need to pick a hero that uses hero power every turn. Alright, either of those has a hero power that can be activated. Amalgam. How many amalgams are there in the Battlegrounds? Can we just like go all amalgams? Go all amalgams and just get every synergy. How do you make amalgams work in Battlegrounds? Max?
What's your strategy
Ah,
this
crap,
time,
no max.
partner?
Coin or blood gem? Blood gem?
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
I said crap no max because we don't get the Annoyal module to put on the amalgam. Right, like magnetize is quite good for amalgams.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
This guy's kind of good too.
Great! I can bring in more powerful minions now.
So what can we stack on the amalgam? Dragon Naga. It counts as a Naga, but it's just like a nothing Naga, which is not that useful. It counts as a pirate. It counts as a quail boar. I think we actually want to do a menagerie build. It counts as a dragon. I can put taunt on it with the taunt dragon.
I once served a drink to a Death Knight. Froze over, right in his hands. You're good at this.
Dragons?
It's good to get some minions in play.
How do we give him more health?
You're doing great out there.
Wow. Why does he have so many stats? What have he... Alright, he's just been pressing this.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Add Chalga to your hand and your end of turn effect triggers twice. That sounds great, actually. Going dragons though.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
But Chalga works with everything. We don't have to have a... I mean, obviously, Blood Gem synergy would help. Would I transition to Quail Boars from this point? End of turn effects. Do dragons have end of turn effects? No. Who has end of... Demons have end of turn effects. And Quail Balls. And like Menagerie. Pirate kind of does. The Gold Grubber is an end of turn effect. Maybe I go Menagerie. Because technically I only have 3 dragons here. The Amalgam's not really a dragon, right? And the 2 duplicates can become a golden.
Keep up the momentum, friend. Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Let's keep taveling up.
Need a drink.
And think about Menagerie. The red whelp becomes less effective towards the late game anyway, so you might like ditch that guy eventually. Getting a triple on him would be great, or else we just ditch him and make room for better minions. One of the Quail Balls has a Menagerie
I think you
synergy.
can win this thing. Your minions really pulled their weight.
What's this guy? After friendly top minion dies, get a blood gem. Sounds great. Triple candidates.
Shines like a gem.
Triple candidates. Ah, too many triple candidates. Alright, I'm gonna freeze this. Buy that
I'll
next
make
turn.
sure these ones stick around for next time.
Unless I sell this guy. Ah, that's... No, no, that might make more sense actually. You're not just...
It's good to get some minions in play.
What a disaster! What? Okay, I have 3 triple candidates. How hard is it to get a triple? And they're all dragons. But I don't actually want to go dragons.
Keep up the momentum, friend. Your minions really pulled their weight.
What does the golden one say? Also, next turn this is 8. I'm not gonna get greedy, right? Whenever another friendly power attacks, give it +2/+2. Whenever another friendly power attacks.
I think you can win this thing.
Out of 30 on the quest. A quarter of the way there.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. Exactly what you were looking for.
Alright, what are we getting out of this? Ah, there you go. The Menagerie Quail Ball. Let's hold on to this for a while. We don't have to put him on the board yet, since we don't have any sources of blood gems. Whereas... And let's look for triples. I'm gonna look for triples. There you go. At the end, you return each code. How is this in my... estimation that quest only works for Death Rattle style decks like demons which summon other small mobs. Wait, Death Rattle style decks? Oh, you mean the... have 30 minions die, okay. Ah, Blood Gem synergy. Oh crap, I can't buy Go Grubber. Right, let me freeze that for now. Let me put that guy down for the stats.
My friend, I give you my blood. You're doing great
In
out
my
there.
experience. Yeah. Well, I mean... it's gonna take a while to finish this, you're right. Alternatively, you can deliberately underpower your team to have more of your dudes die. That also works.
Nice work out
Alright,
there.
gold
Keep
grubber.
up the pressure.
Because we have 2 golden things.
So many shinies.
And I think I tap it up. I don't know if I'm gonna get a golden out of this. We're getting less and less dragons. The red whelps need to go soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still 5 dragons. I have to keep one of these dragons. Let's look for menagerie synergy. Like we have like dragon, pirate, beast, quail boar, another dragon, amalgam. So if we get the thing that buffs your things, buff your menagerie. Which dragon do I get rid of? They're both
I've been
golden though.
freelancing since they trashed my place in Dalaran. Let's see if you can stay on top.
Oh good. Far so good. Alright, 19 out of 30.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
That's an amalgam. Never this attack skips your pirates permanently. Oh, that's kinda good.
Better hire a recruit while you can. Hiring that minion will get you a triple.
Hiring this minion gets me a triple, right? Set it due to 1515.
For justice.
That's just bigger than all my dudes, so I'm gonna keep him on the board, right? Alright, I'm gonna buy that guy. Okay, I need 11 more dudes to die. It's all coming together. I want... So there's no harm having 2 of these on the board. Like 2 of these and Chalga would give me +3/+3 per turn.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Oh hey, those demons are kinda large. Yeah, the red wealth is starting to... That's not good. It's starting to lose effectiveness. Alright, 4 more mosses.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
We're against a dead guy, so that should be pretty easy. I'm not sure I want either of those dragons.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
It's just me, or are there no menagerie synergy? So when I get Chowga next turn. I ditched these two, put down the beast and the Chowga. Maybe I ditched this as well to put down this. And I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna make space for the amalgam. The other amalgam. Oh yeah, I am. I'm gonna get a triple on this and then
Have you
make
ever
space
met
for the
the
amalgam.
League of Explorers? Nice folks. Great hats.
I'm just slightly worried that I'm a little too slow on getting the ramp going. In fact, let me try and guarantee more of my dudes die.
I think you can win this thing.
Alright, the quest is done.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Right. We sell this guy. Sell this guy. Put
My
that guy
children,
down. Put
I
that
give you
guy
my
down.
blood on sacred ground.
Sell that guy. Put that guy down.
Be my
Big guys up
guide.
front. And then I might even tab an up actually. Would I tab an up? Let me well, I mean, I'm just looking for another Chowga really. No, there are more smaller things that I want before I tab an up. Like getting a triple on this would be great. That's not the triple I want. Sure.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Oh, there it is.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out. Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
What is this? Oh, he's got a whole lot of divine shields. Wow, the RNG. Hey, that RNG was awful. Not dead, am I? Almost. Yeah, the quest was hard to finish, and that slowed my ramp, right?
Go big or go home, I always say.
A Chowga here would be great.
I give you my blood.
No, those are not what I need. I'm unlikely to get a...
Who are you calling short?
triple on that. Maybe I should have tavened up. Oh, this gets me free money.
I'll give you a good.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Give a dude taunt.
Are you on the guest list?
I I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Not sure what the taunts are supposed to be protecting. Oh, hey, menagerie synergy. Those are not useful.
Keep up the momentum, friend. You're doing great out there.
Divine shield. Nope. Alright, so I was a little too slow to get started, I guess. I eventually had a good build, but I was too far behind. So I still need to press my hero power. Can we get a hero power hero this time? Refresh Bob's Tavern, include 2 minions from a tavern tier higher. That used to be include 1 from a tavern tier higher. They really buffed her, huh? I mean, she was really bad earlier. Would I do that instead of taverning up on turn 2? I would, right?
Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started?
Dragons, Elementals, Murlocs, Pirates, Quailball. Murlocs? No max? No max. So, how many ways are there to get Divine Shield?
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Dragon has that death rattle that gives Divine Shield. If you can somehow combine Divine Shield and Poison, that'd be great. But I think they deliberately
I got some
designed
fresh recruits for you.
so you can't do that. Give 2 other friendly Murlocs +1 health.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you. Your minions really pulled their weight.
So I do this, right? Do I freeze that, or do I press this? Press this. And I freeze that. 3, 2, buy that, cycle it. Or do I not cycle it? Because I need to tap it up soon. Oh no, I do that.
You're doing great out there.
Tap it up, buy it, cycle, and then press the hero power again.
You're good at this.
Spellcraft. Choose a non-golden minion added to your hand. Isn't that really good? At the end of your turn, give your minions +1 attack for each friendly type. No, I'm not gonna do that. Or, so you just get a free minion each turn, is that right?
That one might make all the difference.
I don't cycle it yet. Well, I mean, I'll freeze that, buy that next turn. 6, 7. Buy that, hero power. Can I? Six, 9. Doesn't really line up.
I think you can win this thing.
How do you get Divine Shield on that thing? This passive after each refresh, give a minion buff to have a taunt, win 3 reborn and Divine Shield. He got a Divine Shield on the Murloc.
You're good at this.
Alright, so I do this
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
for another Murloc. Right. And since those are not Murlocs, I cycle this. Those are not Murlocs either. But I bank 3 gold.
The odds are in my favor.
And then next turn, I should tavern up. Tavern up hero power. If it's a decent Murloc, I sell the pirate, get the Murloc. Well, first of all, let's see what the tavern gives us.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
I just remembered that I need to play Battleground minions. Which I've played 0. I need to play Battleground minions. Okay, this is a Battleground minion. Sweet. Who do I put that on? Just anyone, right? The guy with the most health? But the guy with the most health is also the guy with the most attack, who doesn't need to poison anything. Oh, wait a minute. The kidnap sack allows me to pull this back into my hand. So I can put poison on every dude, every single turn. I understand. I understand this now. I understand what I'm doing. I'm a genius. I want to get the battle cry as soon as possible. I'm gonna do this.
I'll clean you up.
I think you can win this thing.
I mean, the poison didn't do anything because it would have killed them anyway.
You're good at this.
So I'm just gonna like buy any old battle cry, right?
You want a tussle?
Crazy. I can do that every single turn. And like I can... And like any battle cries, I can just do that every single turn. It loses the stats though, doesn't it? Did it lose it? I need to pay attention to this. So this thing has 3 health. When I pull it back, does it still have 3 health? Does it still have 3 health in my hand? Put that back there.
Keep up the momentum,
Our
friend.
pressure is on now though. If you don't come first, that eternal shame. Uh-oh. Just lost the battle.
Rough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Alright, so this is 5-3. Oh, it keeps the stats! It keeps the buffs on the stats! It keeps stats! That's crazy! Let's look for a bigger thing. That's a smaller thing, but that's cool too.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Let's get more poisons.
I like where you're going with this.
It keeps stats, so it keeps the poison? So I can just like poison everything? I don't need Tetherite.
Looks like you can get a triple.
I sure can, Bob. I sure can get a triple. Oh wait, this is non-golden. Once I golden it, I can't... You know what? I'm not going to. Once I golden it, I can't do that anymore.
You're doing great out there.
How is this? You need Divine Shield or something to protect against Divine Shield opponents, like mech decks, I think. There's no mechs in this one. So we're safe from the evil mechs. But yeah, Divine Shield would wreck my build.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
It keeps poison? It keeps poison, that's so good. I don't know what I'm looking for now. So we've decided that I don't wanna golden this. At least not until the very end. Let's keep cycling Murlocs. I'm gonna tap it up here. This gets me a triple. Those are not Murlocs. I am very disappointed.
This is no place for mortals!
You're doing great out there.
I need that guy. I need this guy. Everybody's got poisoned. I shouldn't put my highest attack or highest health guy up front, because everyone got poisoned,
Nice
right?
work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Let's keep a slightly less powerful guy up front. I'm actually gonna do
Now
that.
we are in business.
I'm gonna pull this guy back. Try and discover a decent... Oh, there he is. Found him. I found him. Those are not what we need. I could use a triple of that
I'll
guy.
make sure these ones stick around for next time.
So next time I pull this back, put poison on him. And then I can just keep pulling him back and playing him again to get the +2/+2 every turn.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Divine Shield. Oh, we actually drew. That's amazing. Yeah, that was great RNG.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
The fact that this keeps the buffs is absolutely wild. use those. Do I take Tad? Like, is Tad better or is Primal Fin Lookout better? I'm looking for the guy that activates the battle cry at the end of turn, right? Which I should probably get a triple out of this eventually.
All the best minions come here. I've got that spicy pretzel mustard.
How is this fourth guy along would be good
Let's
for lots
see
of
if you
extra
can
health.
Stay on top.
Which is good for poison. Oh, almost true. That 50-50 at the end. Yeah, I don't have enough health.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Well, the thing is, he's only +2. He's +2/+2, right? I can always pull him back and play him over and over again. At the moment, though... Oh, this is free gold. Alright, let's... Okay, that gets me a triple. Who do I buff? Nope.
I'll give you a good price.
We go. Okay, another triple.
Exactly what you were looking for.
There he is. There he is. And this is it. I think this is it. We're just gonna...
Keep up the momentum.
That's it. Oh, how is he getting so many divine shields? That's crazy. Come on. Bro. Do you have to have that many divine shields? Ruining my dream, man.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Okay, so first of all, we put poison on the last guy. And then second of all, we look for triples. Triple on that. Not actually triple. Well, I guess triple on that's fine too. But once I have gold and everything, this doesn't actually work anymore. Except that I can use this to buy something for free. Not that way. Oh wait, that's not golden yet. Alright, let's go and get a triple.
That's what I would have picked. Better hire a recruit while you can.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. People know how to defeat the poisons.
You're doing great out there.
Everything has poison! Everything has poison! Ah, good times.
You're good at this.
Alright, so we... You know what, let me... I don't want these.
Is no place for mortals!
Let's sell those. +2, +2. Why is it so hard to get? I mean, I should get these. I should get these. Because that it gives me more chances to find Murlocs next turn.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
If I get this golden, I can't pull it back with the kidnap sack anymore. But it's basically the same thing, right? Because this is, I pull it back, play it as +2, and then this gives it another +2. Whereas the golden version is +4. So this will just make that +4. So...
I think you can win this thing.
The fact that it's golden, I can't pull it back, doesn't actually make any difference. Oh man. I've got one more poison than him, and that's how I win. Nice try, buddy. I've got more poison than you.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Alright, so I pulled this back. I look for something I want, which those are not, but that gives me a buff. Ah, it's not what I want. Can't really use any of those. Alright, that's a dud. That's a buff. And if I can find any more buffs, I'll play them, right? So those are no good. Those are no good. All my guys are bigger than 15. Oh, I should taunt somebody. Should I taunt somebody? Does it matter if I taunt somebody? I'm not sure it does matter.
Are you on the guest list?
Oh my god, out of time.
Down a minion and up a goal. Keep up the momentum, friend.
That's a shame. Yeah, no, Poison Murloc's not quite good enough. Still alive though. Oh, top 4!
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
And like not getting triples on that guy? I get a triple. Which is better? This is probably better. Do we? Yeah, I didn't think so.
You're doing great out there.
Divine shields. They know, Hava. They know about the poisons. They know the counters. Oh well. I was just got top 4 good enough. Yeah. I need one more hero power. Eternal shame. Ah, they know. How else would you use that, by the way? The sack. The fact that you can pull a thing back and battle cry every turn. How else would you use that? Aside from the poison murlocs. Choose a minion and Bob's tab and discover a higher tier minion to replace it. Dormant after I think my AF is too slow, but this guy has like 9 armor. I guess Bran Bronzebeard Battle Cry. And like double Battle Cry.
What's your strategy this time, partner?
Over and over again. What is my strategy this time? Can I go max this time? Let's try going max this time. How was this? I would have tried using it on plus X health every time. Well, I mean, the Murloc I used it on is +2/+2 every time. But that was like not enough. Like just +2/+2 just wasn't enough. I needed to ramp harder than that.
All the best minions come here. I've got that spicy pretzel mustard.
what is the plan
Your
here?
minions really pulled their weight.
Tavern up, tavern up. How is this? I think you did too many poisons, maybe. Oh, you mean I should have ramped health harder? Not sure though. I mean, even if I... Okay, let's say I spend like 5 more turns doing that. It'd still only be 10 more health on all my dudes. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure.
You're doing great out there.
How is this done though? My way might have lost the game early on. Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe poisons just aren't that good. Like, maybe like it's just too hard counted by.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Divine Shields. Maybe go for the Death Rattle Divine Shield. Alright, what happens here? This guy first, right? This is basically +2. Those are not max. But conceivably, we keep pressing this, and it will just keep getting bigger and bigger. And then we can get a 7 tier 6 thing.
I think you can win this thing. Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Discover a minion of your tavern tier can be earned endlessly. Add 10 cards to your hand. I mean, that would go great with Naga. That'd go really well with Naga, but I'm not playing Naga. Summon 18 minions. After you buy a minion, give it +1/+1 and upgrade this. Not sure if that's any good. Alright, so those are not max. Just gonna keep freezing this and keep making that guy bigger and bigger. Might be a bit greedy though.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out!
So what happens if you use this on a 7 tier 6 thing? You discover another 7 tier 6 thing,
Welcome
right?
back. How's it going out there?
Oh man. None of those are max. Like, how greedy should I be? I should be extra greedy. I'm gonna continue to be greedy. Next one is gonna be a mech. I swear it. I swear. 7 tier 6 mech.
You're doing great out there.
Oh, I'm gonna lose hard this one, huh? Maybe I'm too greedy.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Alright, watch this. Ah, they're mechs. They definitely are mechs. I don't have Divine Shield yet. This will be amazing when I have Divine Shield. Oh, Reaper!
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
Safety restrictions
Come
are
close.
completely offline. Tier 3, tier 6 minion. That seems very fair to me. That seems like a fair game. Give another friendly mech +2/+2.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Interesting. Oh, Reaper, alright. So we didn't win that one, but
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
that's a decent one. Have enough? Maybe I shouldn't have enough. Oh, there's a harvest bot. What's the reward again? After you buy a minion, give it +1/+1 upgrade this. I mean, the dream would be to like keep getting magnetic and keep magnetizing bigger and bigger things onto your stuff, right? Unfortunately, there's not that many magnetic. There's the amalgam that when you sell it gives the stats to one of your other minions. Right, that we can use that to bank the stats.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you. The battle is really raging out there.
Alright, harvest bots. I mean, potentially triples on these, but I don't really want to hold on to that. I don't think I want to like do this, do that. Oh, and then might as well look for a thing there. When you sell this, give the stats to a friendly minion, right? So next turn I can upgrade by the bot, get a triple. I think I finished the quest next turn as well. Yeah, probably.
You are not out of this yet.
Oh! Harvesting circle is engaged.
Minions really pulled their weight.
Tavern up. Buy a thing. Tier. Oh yes. Yes indeed. I just realized that I can't afford. Should I freeze that? No. No, not freezing it. We're looking for a Noil bot, a Noil module. Although there's no room to put a Noil module anywhere right now. I guess a Noil module goes on this guy first, and then on this guy. Mechs don't really benefit from this, right? Evac Arts, hi.
Friend.
How's it going, Evac? My minions are not big enough, it seems. What should I do? Try and get more triples, right?
Your minions really pulled their weight.
This on this, but I have to sell this. I wonder about this. Let me think about this one. Don't really want any of those. Harvest is definitely worth it. Alright, I'll listen to you, Harva. Okay, alright. These guys. So...
A good tactical choice.
magnetizing that there. I want this guy, so I'm gonna freeze there. So that means I shouldn't get any other death rattles, ever. I only want one death rattle.
I think you can win this thing.
Let's see how this McCall works for us. Leroy. Oh, that's fine. That's going well. A big ass full Reaper is pretty good. And he's dead, right? I'm gonna buy Deflecto bots. Look for something good there. Another full Reaper. Okay. Do I sell Ein Sensei? Do I sell these guys? The thing is, I don't have anything that... I mean, +2/+2 is kind of slow. I do want to try and get a triple there. Alright, another full Reaper.
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
Set a thing to 15/15.
For justice!
The bird? Or the bot? The bird, right? The bird, because if the bird survives, it might attack again at some point in the future. Probably not. The bot, not the bot, because I kind of want the bot to die. Because the whole point is a death rattle. I might freeze it just to have this. You know, I'm gonna freeze that. Because this can give this buff to something else.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Oh, look at that guy. Alright, not even close. Here we go.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
I want the ball of minions. I don't think I'd have enough. Probably don't want Kaboom Bot. Well, I mean, this is gonna be plus 10 attack. Alright, let's just give these stats to somebody. To the bird, sure, okay. Crap. Alright, we don't need any of those. I feel like I'm relying too much on the giant foe reaper though. Because the other minions aren't that good. What does that say? For each that doesn't fit, give your max +1/+1, not give your other max +1/+1. So it buffs itself. When the bird attacks, it buffs itself as well.
I think you can win this thing.
That thing's got a lot of health on it. Alright. Guarantee top 4?
Nice work out there.
Like, I
Keep
wouldn't
up the
have
pressure.
expected this to work, to be honest. This build. Okay, get that guy. And then what? And then we magnetize somebody?
A good tactical choice.
Right. Avenge 2. When after another friendly minion loses Divine Shield, you know what I need to get? I should tap it up. I think I ditched these two, replace it with those two, and just get better mechs. In general. Oh, I just realized I put a death threat on this. Crap. No! What have I done? What have I done? No, I need to get this golden. I didn't think that through, did I? I gave that death threat crap. How was this? I played against a guy who had 2 holy Makaros with taunts, and they gave each other DS over and over again, completely destroyed me.
You can win this thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dream. Alright, we're in the top 3.
You're good at this.
Holy mackerel. And then what? Who do I put taunt on? If I put taunt on this, it dies too fast, right? I put taunt on one of these things.
A good tactical choice.
And then... Holy mackerel.
You're down a minion and up a gold.
Resistance!
Put that further up front. Summon the first two
Let's
friendly
see
mechs
if you
that died
can
this
stay
combat.
on top.
Oh, that sucked. I was just careful, a lot of them have 4 Reapers, you lose the Avenge guy at the end. But I think I'm falling behind anyway, as you can see. Quite enough, man. This guy has really good Nagas. This guy's going absolutely crazy. Alright, I think I'm gonna lose to him. I don't think I can keep up with this.
Enemy that doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
But top 2, I guess. Is that gonna help? I'm not sure that's gonna help.
Now we're in business.
Yeah, alright. I think I'm done for this run. I mean... Well, top 2's not bad. Evac says, by the way, would you be interested in Twitch branding graphics? No, I would not, Evac. No. No, but thank you.
I think you can win this thing.
Oh no! I whiffed. Yeah, that was a serious mistake, putting Death Rattle on this guy. It's a really bad mistake. Bad though, like it's in 2nd place. I haven't played mech all that much. Like I'm not even sure what the what the build is supposed to be. Get Divine Shield. Is Annoyal Module still in the game? I didn't see a single Annoyal Module, did I? Did they take Annoyal Module out, or is it still in? Anyway, that's it for me for today. I'm gonna open this pack, and tomorrow, not tomorrow, next week should be the new expansion, I think.
Golden comment.
Alright, those are all duplicates. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.